She may not even realize that was a big difference maker in the game. And I think that's something that I have to kind of instill in her. And I remember when I was a freshman and I really didn't have that much. So just being able to put confidence into everyone, not just the freshmen and everybody, because you never know when we will need them.
Angel Reese has become a constant feature in the news since making her debut in the WNBA. Recently, she did something no one expected, and it will blow your mind.
The motion is not something I've seen from you yet. So can you just describe the reason for the tears?
Well, we won today. We won today, but they just told me I had I'm an all-star. And I mean, I'm just so happy. I know the work I put in. Coming into this league, so many people doubted me and didn't think my game would translate and I wouldn't be the player that I was in college or better or would be worse and wouldn't be where I am right now. But I trusted the process and I believed, and I'm thankful that I dropped to 7 and was able to come to Chicago, and like, it's just a blessing. I can't thank my teammates and my coaches enough for just believing in me and trusting me. And I know all of them are going to come to Phoenix and support me, so I'm really happy right now.
You've talked a lot about your journey with this game and all of these accomplishments you've made along the way. I'm curious, how old were you the first time you picked up a basketball, and were these dreams you had back then?
Yeah, so I picked up a ball when I was 4. My mom had me playing with my brother. My brother also plays basketball as well. My mom and dad both play basketball. Being an all-star was never really on my list. Of course, being
Angel Reese has been a regular headline maker ever since her WNBA debut. But recently, she did something that no one saw coming. And trust me, it's going to leave you speechless.
So today, we woke up
At what time?
at, she was up before me. I woke up at like 9. And then
No, I woke up at like, you know what time I really woke up? 6. Because that's 8 at home.
oh yeah, I was asleep. I woke up at 9, and then we packed up.
Just went to a new hotel.
And then after that, we went to we went to Fashion Nova. She did her thing.
You did your thing too. That's why we're trying to get you to more into modeling.
And then we and then after that, we went to Rodeo and just bought a whole bunch of stuff. And then after that, we went to Javier's.
Oh, and
Had a good time. I had some enchiladas.
I tried
It was
enchiladas and I did not like them.
It was
Enchiladas are not where it's at.
And then we had some churros with vanilla ice cream.
The churros was busted.
It sounds like Angel Reese is once again sparking conversation with her fashion choices, and this time, it's creating quite a stir. Her outfit, a white crop top with mother on the front and see-through leopard print leggings, has definitely made waves. And as you noted, it seems to be pushing boundaries even further. Fashion and personal style, especially for athletes with huge platforms like Reese, often clash with public perception, and it's clear this is no exception. Her outfit could be seen as empowering or controversial, depending on perspective. What do you think of her choice? Does it challenge conventional norms or go too far in your opinion?
Be doing tax, you need to make sure the money is going the right places, because I was having to pay so much in taxes, especially last year, and not even understanding like an LLC and doing all that stuff, putting everything in my business name and doing stuff like that really helped me. And especially paying taxes this January really helped me.
Yeah, let's stick on the taxes for a second. What was it like when that first tax bill came due?
I was so upset last year when I had to pay taxes for the first time. I'm like, why are they taking all my money?
Right.
Yeah, and I didn't even realize like I have to save and put money to the side, like not just for myself, but for the taxes. Like, this money I'm not going to see again. So I was sad the first time, but I mean, you don't want the IRS coming after you. So I'm going to pay them. I'm going to pay what I got to pay.
Hey, Angel, the IRS is undefeated.
They don't play.
You bring up an interesting point. Angel Reese has built a powerful platform both through her athletic performance and her online presence. It's clear she's aware of how to draw attention, whether it's through her play on the court or her bold fashion choices. Her podcast gives her an avenue to express herself more deeply, and I think it's likely that her posts serve multiple purposes: expressing herself, challenging perceptions, and making a statement on her own terms. It's also worth noting the contrast between her previous criticism of AI-generated photos and the outfit she posted. That could be part of the paradox that many athletes or public figures face, where they navigate the tension between wanting control over their image and dealing with how others perceive or alter that image. Do you think her actions here are part of reclaiming that control, or is it more about something else, like just asserting her individuality and confidence?
Angel Reese, Chicago Sky rookie Angel Reese of the WNBA. The Sky forward entered Sunday's game averaging 13.6 points and the WNBA best 12.6 rebounds per game. Well, last night, she snatched 22 rebounds. Reese is the only player in WNBA history with 3 consecutive 20-rebound games. I've talked about Caitlin Clark. I love the sizzle. I love the ball handling. I love the passing ability. I love the shot-making ability. But let's give credit where credit is due. Angel Reese is showing she's no joke either. I think she could win Rookie of the Year. He may have used Caitlin Clark to make a name for herself by waving the way Caitlin Clark used to wave at the opponents when she was smoking them. And Angel Reese did that to her en route to a national championship at LSU. But she's showing she ain't about just the sizzle. She steps on the basketball court and she balls. Give credit where credit is due. Angel Reese is doing that thing. And her personality fits lovely with the city of Chicago. She's going to be a very, very popular athlete for years to come.
I see what you're saying. It can be tough to balance personal expression with maintaining a certain image or professionalism, especially in a world where public figures are constantly under scrutiny. While Reese's outfit might be seen as bold and attention-grabbing, it could also risk distracting from her achievements on the court if people focus more on her appearance than her talent. On the other hand, maybe this is just how she chooses to assert her confidence and individuality. She might be fully aware that some people won't take her seriously, but that might not be her goal, at least not with everyone. It's a tricky dynamic, especially for women in sports, who are often expected to look or act a certain way. What do you think? Does this kind of attention help or hurt her long-term reputation?
Angel, you've talked in the past about the influence on your career. I'm curious what that's been like over the years going back to LSU.
Yeah, it's been great. Just being able to have her in my back pocket, knowing that I can always talk to her about anything, and just being able to be coached by the same coach as her at LSU, that gave me a lot of insight, Bob Starkey. So a lot of my things, my hard work and my rebounding and my touch, just fixing things around the basket, comes from Bob Starkey and Sylvia.
Did you speak to her before today's game?
No.
And then any significance in your mind as far as breaking the record? And
No.
Mm-mm. All right, we'll go to Alyssa on Zoom.
Hi, Angel.
Hey.
What aspects of your team defense did you feel like was stronger today than maybe how it's been going since the break?
Yeah, I think we were way better up to touch. I think we struggled later on in the game being able to be up on Courtney and McBride.
In the playoff race.
Yeah, we are.
Is there just a thing you guys sort of talk to each other about? Because tough stretches happen in this league, just to sort of realize you're still in this thing.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's tough. This is the most losing I've ever done in my life. So just being able to kind of stay mentally positive through this, that's the bright light of it. We still are in the playoffs. Looking forward to that. Luckily, everything continues to shape itself out. But we have another opportunity to play the game that we love, and we have to come out there and give it our all. So I'm just looking forward to the next game and just ways to get better and learn from this one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Harley Bell.
Hey Angel, these last couple games, the turnover rate has been high. 21 turnovers today. You guys gave up 27 points off of it. I know film will obviously show it, but what do you think is contributing to this increase in the turnover rate, especially in these last 3 to 4 games?
Yeah, just not taking care of the ball. I know we're trying to force the ball into places that we probably haven't done in a long time, or things that we should have been doing from the beginning of the season. But I just think we just continue to take our time. Just being able to make the right pass. Obviously, people are being handsy and being super aggressive with us because they know we're going to turn the ball over. So that's just something we have to change within our locker room, and just looking ourselves in the mirror at things that we need to fix.
You make a valid point. As a prominent sports personality and role model, especially to younger fans, Angel Reese's choices in fashion and public appearances do come with a certain level of responsibility. When athletes like her make bold fashion statements or post revealing pictures, it can be perceived in a variety of ways, and some may feel that it sends the wrong message, particularly about self-image or professionalism. If her intention is to assert her personal freedom and break norms, she might be doing so at the expense of how she is viewed by those who see her as a role model. It's also true that her status as the #1 pick in the WNBA draft adds to the weight of her influence. Everything she does or wears has the potential to be amplified and scrutinized. At the same time, it's not unusual for athletes or celebrities to push boundaries with their fashion choices, especially in settings like Wild 'N Out, where a more playful, edgy vibe is expected. However, for someone in Reese's position, the balancing act between staying true to herself and considering the broader impact of her choices must be a challenge. Do you think she can find a middle ground, or is this the type of attention she wants to attract?
He has this sort of purity and ability to correct a league, the WNBA, that's predominantly Black and openly queer. And I think that if you talk to longtime fans, like, that is a ridiculous narrative. And there's a lot of harassment that is coming in of players that players are now speaking out about and saying, we don't want this kind of fandom that's going to degrade us and be racist, as Alyssa Thomas said just last night. And so
a lot of chatter around that, for sure. Annie, Angel Reese broke the WNBA record for consecutive double-doubles in a single season. For those listening who might not know, what's the significance of that?
I think the significance is that, one, it just made a statement about who she's going to be for this franchise. Like, from my perspective, that was the significance, because she broke a player like Candace Parker's record. So when you think about, again, the term even significance, there's no better way to sum it up than looking at whose record you broke. And secondly, again, going back to just who people thought she would be for this franchise, I think it just speaks to, again, the caliber of player she is. And while many want to comment on certain aspects of her game that they feel need to improve, and again, she doesn't shy away from needing to improve. She talks at length about them. She's a professional. She can handle the scrutiny. I think this is something that speaks to what makes her such a force. And that's that she approaches this game with this hustle.
I think so many people are watching women's basketball right now. It all started from the national championship game, and I've been dealing with this for 2 years now. And understanding, negative things have probably been said about me, but honestly, I'll take that, because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we were talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, just because of one single game. And just looking at that, I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on and be that for my teammates. And if I want to be that, and I know I'll go down in history, I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that. It's not just because of one person.